track. So we start with 3D modeling. So 3D modeling with Maya, so building 3D structures. 3D modeling has become one of the kind of main skills for a lot of different art-based majors. I mean, there are the 3D animation majors, and the like shoebox illustrations they're making here to show light and depth. But I mean, even entertainment designers are using 3D modeling for shortcuts for perspective. It's a really, really useful skill to have to understand and be able to wrap your head around 3D modeling in general. Um, this is a really good class. It's going to have a lot of different things that they touch. They're going to be dealing with environments and using them to move forward with it. So the advanced Procreate animation based on the Ninja 2. Um, I think we covered this in the earlier one. This is the advanced Procreate animation class. It's also 11 and up. So if you have that experience with Procreate and those other animation camps, this is the one you want to take if you want to be there. There's a lot of good design skills, a lot of good animation skills, and it'll really increase your game on that front. Digital art entertainment design. So this is directly related to those 7 people that got in this year. So this is going to be best practices for character, concept art, for films, video games, and animation. They're going to deal with everything from character design to environment design to creature design to assets, basically covering all the big kind of skill sets and refining your thought process on how to approach these keyframe paints as well as design paints for that kind of major. It is a Photoshop class. It is a more advanced Photoshop class, but for anybody who's interested in game art, game design, animation, anything of this nature, this is going to be a really good, strong class for you in the future. So digital art environment painting. So this is kind of similar to the entertainment design, but it's focusing on environment and landscape in digital. Okay, it is an intermediate advanced class, so you have to take the digital beginner intermediate before you're eligible for this class. But we have everything from strong narrative storytelling to cool and warm environments and how to build these environments and the best practices for doing it with digital based mediums. This is another Photoshop based class. Once again, really good for people that want to get into game and film. Um, We have digital art beginner intermediate. So if you've never touched Photoshop, this is where you have to start. Even if you've been on Procreate, Photoshop is a whole other animal. You'll understand how to do layer systems and things of that nature from Procreate, but the navigation of Photoshop can be rough. And so having a professional guide you through it in the beginning can be really important. And even for people that are, say, non-art majors, if you want to have a better chance at doing those AP portfolios in the future or supplemental portfolios, they like to see digital skills. It's a breadth of different skill sets. So even if you've never touched any major digital things before and you want to add it to your skill set, I highly recommend taking this camp. Um, and it's just essential to get into those that entire kind of flow of those things. So we have digital art intermediate advanced. This is the next step, basically. This is taking all that navigation and different best strategies and best practices with the beginner intermediate class and applying them to more complicated compositions, creating more detail, more depth. So student examples of work from our digital art programs. A lot of really lovely work here, and digital art is a really, really good, strong skill set for you to have, no matter what direction you're going to be going in the future.